everybody, Donnie here, and welcome back to my channel. You will be offended, and we are back in the city of Moonshine here on City Skylines Remastered. How y'all doing today? Hey, David, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you like that new image. I've got that. I came up with that, and it took me so long. I was up all night working on that the other night. It was friggin', but I enjoy it. I think it came out pretty good. And I did the same thing. I took that same picture and I just changed the words around. I got like a little outro also to put at the end of the video. So, well, I like it. I'm going to try to work on it and improve it, but I do have this little short video that takes that picture and I use the AI to take that picture, and he like moves and talks, and says, "Welcome to Whiskey and Chaos." And I thought that was pretty cool. And what I wanted to do was be able to have that image on there, and then it goes to that video as it comes into this one, but I can't figure that out yet. So, all right. Let's see here. Hey, like I said, we are back in Moonshine. This is episode 16 of Moonshine, so we haven't been doing this city very long. Not like Fuchsia, where we're at like episode 70 something. But maybe eventually we'll get there. Who knows? This is another map that I built here on Remastered. And Remastered can allow... Hey, Chris, welcome. And Remastered can definitely allow a lot of people. Wow, I've got some traffic issues going on. What in the world is that? Oh, yeah, there's our ski resort. Too bad I can't have, like, people skiing down the mountain. That'd be cool. You see little dots just making their way. Like, choop, choop, choop. What in the world do we got going on there? It looks like a homeless camp. Alright, let's back out, get into here. What the fuck? Well, apparently I got hit with a friggin' meteor that I did not know about. Holy crap! Just busted my whole trail through. Oh my god, did it hit me or do anything else? Holy crap. Let's hit pause here really quick, so I gotta get some power going down here. Well, there's obviously a fire over here. The cemetery burned down. Look, all kinds of stuff happening. Just get back into the city and bam, we got... burned down cemeteries and and meteors crashing. All right, let's fix this. We'll have to readjust this road then. I do have natural disasters enabled, actually, yes. I thought it'd be fun to have these little instances go on because, all right, there was when I turned them off a while ago, I was playing on regular City Skylines on the regular PlayStation 4 version, and I had this great, like, I just built this big old intersection and everything like that. Like, it was gorgeous. I took a long time on it, and then, like, you got to go back. I forget what the city's name is, but I'll have to go back and like get the video clip of this or something, because like I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man, this is so great, and all of a sudden, a meteor strike comes, and it is just dead on this big ass interchange that I just made, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Like, my face just dropped to the floor watching it happen. So you gotta be kidding me! But as a result, I was able to take that area and create something new and unique, and actually do a lot more with that area. Came up with a whole new plan. So I thought, why not throw these disasters back in? Stuff like this happened. Say this happened in the middle of the city, we'd figure out how to work with the crater and stuff like that, in my opinion. So that's why I decided to turn them back on. Let's see here. I was hoping... Yeah, I've got all the guidelines and stuff on. I was hoping to be able to, like, get the guideline off of that, but it doesn't want to give it to me. Oh well. All right. I am trying to take it away from. See, that's not quite right. It was a little too far. It's not giving me the stopping point, so I just got to create it myself. Oh, that should work. And then we readjusted our trail to go around the crater. That should be a lot better off. All right. So, we haven't been here in a while. Let's take a look at things, make sure there's nothing like dying over here on this side of the world. They are in desperate need of water, apparently, so let's take care of that. You'd think that they would have it where they're sitting, but okay, I guess not. Not a bad idea if I could get water in there. I'd have to do some very unique I'd have to do it a certain way, but I could do it. Let's see here. I mean, too bad it's sideways, though. That's the part that's kind of jacked up here. I mean, we could always just refer to that as Crater Lake. Oh. Or that one. Yeah, when I built the city, I was able to do it. But now that when I built the map, I should say. But now that I'm done with that, I can't go back and edit the map or anything like that. So I'm kind of stuck. Interesting little beach. I'd imagine there'd be people that would have, like, come to this beach to just get away from people when they want to go and just sit by the water. All right, yeah. Well, it would have been a good idea if it wasn't so sideways. Then we would have figured it out. But just letting water, because what I was going to do is just put an inlet to it, a water inlet, and then let it just kind of fill and drain out on its own. But it would just be like a river coming down it, so or a stream or something. All right, so we got that water problem taken care of there. That should be good. Not much else going on over here. They want water. Let's fix that. And electricity. Apparently they're like, oh, we need electricity. Can you give us some? No. No, you don't deserve it. I guess I can always move it later on. We'll set it up now for temporary power and move it when we need to. Man, I've got a lot of good starts to things here. I just got to get finished on a few of them. Gotta admit, this was a fun little spot to get put together, though. All the little snow trails and everything like that. And then we got this whole little spot over here with like the underpass or overpass. Underpass be a different model there. Okay, so let's get back to where we were last time we were here in the city. We kind of started getting all this area built up so we can allow housing, businesses, more housing, because we wanted to allow the people to get over here to work in this industrial zone. So it looks like we're going to need to get our water and power dealt with really quick. Oh, I mean, we kind of do. Hey, Tim, welcome. All right. That will take care of that water issue. Let's take care of this minor power issue until the dump starts creating power. Yeah, because it's got no garbage. So what we can do for now is, I think we'll just... Oh, we got a couple already of these advanced turbines, but I guess we could just use the regular ones. That should help that little corner until the trash starts getting burned in an ecological fashion, obviously. Dang. The frickin' ships are coming. Right, there's more off in the distance. You can see them off to the corner of the screen there. All right. So we've got this one, which is our cruise ship one. And then this one, our shipping industries, or industries for shipping. Yeah, you know what I mean. The shipyard for industries. The only thing I don't like about this one is that, like, people have to, they come in, they get on and off the ship, and then they've got this huge distance they got to go to, like, even get to a hotel. So part of me wants to try to do something about that, but right now, like, I was thinking maybe we could move it to this corner and, like, flatten this out a little bit in here. I don't know. That's a total possibility, but we'll do that later on. So for now, I am working on this. I think this is all going to be fine. It should just, let's go see this. Yeah, it is all filled in. Oh, we have it set up for farming as well. Awesome. So it'll be clean. We've got our business area. We got plenty of housing. We've got more businesses, more housing. We have no need for any of that. So what I want to do is, I think in this little small spot right here, let's go ahead and I want to put a train station in. I want to put in some type of cool train station with multiple stops or multiple landings, you know, for stops and stuff like that. So, let's start off looking at what station I want to use, because sometimes sorry, I got something in my throat. Hang on just a second. Okay. I don't know if I'll be fine, but I should be okay for a minute here. All right, so these are the content creator packs, transport hub, plaza station. This one's kind of cool, crossover train station, but they go two different ways. I don't think I'd really have a reason to send another. I don't know. You know what? I've never really used this train station. I've always wanted to. And this one, it's got a track that goes in two different directions. They're kind of more of a X than a cross. And The exclamation point, I think, is always there. I'm not sure if there's a reason for the exclamation point, but there is no need, like we have absolutely no need for, the reason we have no need for housing or business or any of that right now is because we are in this position where we have tons of open space for business right now. We've got tons of open space for housing right now. Again, business, housing. And then if we take a look over here, we've got some open space for industrial that, oh no, I guess this spot's all used up over here. So I'm surprised that industrial is not, and it doesn't have a little bit of need to it, but it's probably because we have this whole area needs industrial, and like honestly, you can, or obviously you can see how much of it is going to still need to be filled up here. So yeah, we just have no need for anything. And I mean, the exclamation point, I'm not sure why it's there, if it has a reason or not, but just saw something here. I want to take those off of that edge. Okay, so I'm liking this train station, and I have an idea. So I don't want to mess with the train tracks too much. But, alright, so let's take a look here. I'm willing to make adjustments for whatever I gotta do. I really wish I didn't have to like stick a road down there. That's the part that pisses me off. Ooh, I've got an idea. Okay, I've got an idea. I shouldn't have erased the train tracks. Hold on, let's put that back in there. Go curve, put our stuff back on. Okay, so I put it back on there with the curve because I'm thinking, let me take the road. All right, okay, I gotta remember where my station is gonna sit. It's gonna probably be off, but I'm gonna try to make it like work. So, right above the B for building, right dead center of the screen right there. It might not work, but we're gonna try. I need to put a little more. It needs to tilt itself. It needs to tilt this road. let's just put that in like that. I probably screwed it all up again by doing that. I should have left it straight, I think. Yep, see, just a little, I guess. I really wish that I could just get this to like connect properly. But let's see here. So if I take a look right above the road, if I let's see, let's take let's try that. Oh, now it's too high. I think what I need to do is take where that end was. Was fine, but this one I need to like so back when I used to take the time, oh yeah, there we go. That is a lot better. I can work with that. So back when I used to take the time to like set up all week, like, you know, play during the week and get an idea what I wanted to do. This is the type of stuff I would go through, trying to perfect things. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna be able to live with that. So. Let me answer this text really fast. Alrighty, let's add our tracks back in. We'll have to obviously make some adjustments with the tracks. Tie that in. You know, I kind of want to give that an easier slope there. This one too, it's going to be a rough slope, watch. So, let's take this tool. That looks good. Now this side. And this one will make it a little, not as wide. You know what? Yeah, let's go a little wider with it. Might as well. Beautiful. I'd much rather take the time to bring that in like that and make it work out looking good, so. Yeah, the ground. Well, this one is supposed to be sunken, I believe. Let's go take a look really fast. Yeah, see on the picture there to the right, you can see the one is supposed to sit high, and one's supposed to be sunken. So, yeah, that one is sitting a little high there. So. All right, this one I'm gonna have to come back to. Let's start on this side. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Now this, what stinks is I took the track. Stop that. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and leave this straight for a moment. Freeform might work better than that, but... Take a close-up look here. Yeah. No weird, dysfunctional down drops or anything like that. This is pretty decent. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's see here. So how to build in this road really quick and the surrounding little spot. We'll come back to the station in a moment here because we have to, like, I have an idea what I want to do at this top station where, like, obviously it's going to take off that way. And then this side, I'm not 100% certain what I want to do yet, but I think we could take it this way. And if we move this shipyard over here, we can move that train station, have that train station, or train track, I should say, come over here and create a station here as well. I think I want to try that. I think that's what we're going to try. But first, we got to get this area knocked out. I should have it on play so stuff starts, like, working and building. And yeah, we took care of the problems like water and power, so everything should be good to go. We'll just let that happen. I took care of that. Okay. Train should be able to pass through there without any issues right now. Bum bum boom boom. Ba dum ba dum. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Since this is a 4-lane, we can just do what we want here with roads off of it. We can go like this. road's got a weird curve to it, doesn't it? I'll go like that. I wanted to be there, thank you. And that's gonna give me problems again. Oh, because it's not curved, not freeform. That explains a lot. Do-do-do-do. This can come up like that. But this one... I was like, there's already people coming in here? Like, oh, it's just the road maintenance. Like, no way. This train station is only, right now, would only accept out-of-town trains, so. In fact, what we can do because of that, we should have a station somewhere. There we go. That's not a bad idea. Okay, yeah, we should put a couple of stations in, like one more station in here at some point, like somewhere in here. Because we've got one that goes underground for a moment and pops back up, and we got this station. Let's do a back and forth for that one. That brings everybody from here all the way over here. That's like basically you can take the train to get to the ski resort now. And then look, you get off the train, you get on this road right here, and you just straight shot to the ski resort. Bam! Loving it. Got to figure out what's a good idea to do at this side, though. I think obviously we'll have to do some businesses or whatever in there. We could do housing. I don't know how much noise does. How much noise does the station does create a little bit of noise. Hey, there's a car there. Got a single car. Oh, it's that truck. I guess they weren't road maintenance. All right, cool. Get some water and heat ran through here. I don't really need to connect it to anything. Just my brain wants it to be connected to something. So we'll do that. Make a little loop. Station employee. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Somebody needs to work there. I was just about to say, I bet I need power on this friggin' thing. Man, 3 megawatts is just not a lot. But it should be enough. like that. Oh, look, we got some more vehicles. We got people. Oh, we got a motorcycle too, it looks like. Well, moped. It's like it's totally clear, and then you go like that, and it looks like it's been sitting there getting snowed on for days. That's the road crew right there. All right, let's do some buildings in here then. It's not going to need them, but... we need a name for this station and area. Daffodil Park. No, that is not. No. Daffodil? It's freaking snowing. So, something station, I think. Snow Bunny Station? No. I just can't think of a good name. We'll call it Shiner Station. If you live in the city of Moonshine, you're a shiner. How about that? I had to come up with something. I was just sitting here looking like dumb for a second. Like, you know what? Shiner Station. Two shops of Shibuya. We'll allow recreational in this area. We'll give them free Wi-Fi. We'll just say the station owns the whole little area. All right. Now, what's gonna need to happen? Oops. There we go. Oh shoot, what is the shops of Shibuya? I should have looked. Okay, it's up and it's both high and low density. Okay. Because I wanted to do low density over here. I didn't want to do high density. But I have this plan. Okay, so this is businesses and stuff here, but this is like, because of it being you know, living area over on this side, I want to take and try to put a little bit of a greenway in. Oh, I gotta fix some bugs here. Hold on, pause. Damn it, it always does that to me. And I always forget. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to take these and just swap these roads out. I guess that one can stay because it's a little bit longer. And that's fine. Okay, now this road, the 4-lane. Let's just make sure it's not anywhere else. Okay. Now, like I was trying to start doing there for a second, is I only want so much of this to have buildings on it, right here. We're going to try to make a little bit of a greenway for soundproofing. Like that, and this one, and then this side, because there's no housing right across from it, I'm going to be totally fine with full-sized buildings over here. What's funny is I have this whole area that I've got to drop some industrial, I'm going to do a little bit of industrial, light industrial, and then business in it, I believe. Wait, what do I got here? I forget what that is. I think it's mostly going to be business, though, but like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of light industrial over here by the, this little area, this corner. That won't happen till like in the future, though. You know what I need to do is that. Part of me realized I kind of screwed up. Whoops, wrong road. Kind of screwed up this. I should have had businesses, or I should have given businesses the ability to put in right here, just not that side. So what we'll do, of course. Of course, it's going to go to the opposite of where it's showing me it's going to be. That's, you know, typical. All right, let's get that filled in. I just screwed up. I realized it after the fact, but there we go. At least there wasn't any houses right there. All right, so let's go to our parks. I want to grab one of these sidewalk cafes or restaurants. Let's see if restaurant's not going to fit. So our cafe, right here at the end. Go right there, and then we'll finish that little walkway off. Beautiful, beautiful, like it. Okay, now like I said, I'm gonna make that a greenway in there, so let's go back in there. And I'm going to just lay it on thick with the trees through here. Like, I know buildings are going to build up, but that's fine. Yeah, I think it's going to be easier to just do this. Okay. Just randomly place them around. It wasn't like placing as many with the other option there, so. Get some oaks all up in there. The only dangerous thing about doing this in your city is I've done it where it's all thick and like a thick line like this in between buildings and stuff like that. It catches on fire and burns relentlessly. Like, it does not go out. Like, if you got a line of fucking trees, it will burn and burn. You got helicopters and fire trucks all over, and it's like, nah, I'm still burning. All right, that should be pretty decent right there. Actually, let's add a couple of trees into this corner. Okay, so let's look at some of our winter parks here really quick. We got the Snowman Park, the Ski Lodge, skating rink, fire pit, ice sculpture, the sledding hill, curling park. Everybody loves to go curling, right? Favorite winter sport of the world. That'd be cool if it would have fit like right there. Bum, 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 bum. I'd say a fire pit park would be cool somewhere, but there's a train station right there. You're just gonna hear all night long. Let's make a. Ooh, we got a couple other ones. Let's see. We got the snowmobile track. Yeah, these are a little big. Ooh, hockey rink wouldn't be a bad idea. That's not gonna matter. Making noise. Let's. Ooh. You know what? I got an idea then. Bum-ba-dum. Do-do-do. Let's kind of do that so it doesn't mess with the track, but it just kind of continues what's already coming out of the station there and just makes it a little more of a better gradient down, I guess. Yeah, that should be fine. And then when businesses build here, they won't have that weird square shape off behind them there, so. Oh yeah, the upper level tracks. Okay. So I should, let's bring these. This set is just gonna go off this direction. We got nothing over there to worry about. This set, you're right. Where are we gonna take this one? So. I was like, is it not? Okay, so doesn't want to turn. I guess we could just get it straight across right here. I don't like that short of a curve. There we go. It's much better. Then we can pretend that's why it's built like that. Ah, shit. That is the police station. We don't want to interfere. And I took some time to actually build this whole area up, so I want to be careful about that. Okay, so hold on. This isn't going to work then. I mean, this is standard. This should be fine coming across. But it's going to move at this point by this 4-lane, I think, one way or the other, because we can't go past... I don't want to destroy this. This was a lot of work that I don't want to tear up. First of all, we need to create ourselves a spot to land. So we need another train station over here. Could be a small one, like that. I don't like this road. Okay, it does not like that road. Something like this. We'll adjust the mountainside after we place our station. I don't think I want something huge there, to be honest. Small ground station. Uh-oh. It just dropped. Oh. Knocked the arm off of one of my figures over here. There you go. Okay. I should just glue that damn arm in. It always falls out. That one needs a straighter road. I think that one elevated station is going to be kind of the only one that's going to work over here. Yep, okay. It's alright, it's fine. It looks good. Can't complain. It's just now, the only problem can't build on water. Oh, that would be kind of neat if we could get it to... But like I said, I was thinking about moving it. Man, alright, let's see here. Bring it across. I want to bring the track down along the road here. In fact, I think I have a better idea of how this is going to work. Okay. I got an idea. I've got an idea. Bear with me here. I have to hit play because it's probably gonna have some weird thing with the water. You know how that goes. Water physics in this game are friggin' crap. You can see it all like pushing out now. There we go. That's what I was gonna say. It's flooding out the highway. Snowplow's like, fuck this, I'm going. Now, oops, wrong direction. I don't want it to be all squared out, so we'll do a little bit of, oh, let me turn the strength down a little here. And again, we gotta deal with these weird flooding. Kind of clean up the edge here. You know what? I think it actually would probably be prudent to, oops, to go ahead and just raise this up as well a little bit. Just to have like places, like, because the track's going to come in. We're going to want to like level it up for the track here. Trying to leave it a little natural looking through there. I'll adjust it in a minute once I get some tracks going. I just realized that there's like a slope here for the shipping station. So if a train just overshoots its stop, it's going right in that top window. Alright, let's go with the train. Okay. My ring was going off. I had to see who was out in front of my house. Make sure it was all secure. This road likes to have a weird curve, does have a weird curve to it, so I'm trying to like just slowly go through it. At this point though, I'm going to bring it this direction. We're going to bring it up this way. Okay, Okay, we're gonna have to readjust that. This has got to get a little extra thought to it, but it's not a bad idea so far, I don't think. So that's what I was kind of hoping for coming up. That little slope there. That looks fine. That looks good. We can add some trees to that and stuff even. Ba-do-do-do. Yeah. Ooh, okay. All right, let's see if we can make this work. Oh, man. And I swear that looks like the little tower moved this time. Hey, 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 calm down back there. Hush. It doesn't like that spot, huh? Let's see, let's go like that. There we go. That fixes it. Okay. Get our businesses laid back down in here. There's already places building up. They're like, oh yeah, this is smart. We're right by a train station. Let's go ahead and cover up the ugliness. That, a couple of these little suckers. Try not to put the little ones underneath the tracks there. I thought that was kind of bad. just kind of sucks because there's all these trees here and not really anything across the street. Just make it a little more fertile over here, I guess. There, that should be a little better. That'll make it blend a little better. Okay. Whoa, there's a cop on his way to do something. Alright, let's make a line back to Shiner Station. So currently, now they can get to the ski resort or to the shipping yard. So that's all good to go. They just have to switch trains at that point. But now we need to take that track. You got audio then, Chris? Okay, good. Just double checking. Check my mic is on and all that too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's like... We only need one train on that line. Why do we got two chasing each other? I guess two wouldn't be bad. One at each station, then they switch turns. Wow, this one already has 114 passengers just going back and forth between Shiner Station and the college here. It's not bad. Just got that built, so. All right, let's take our tracks now. So the idea with this station was now to take these tracks, and I'm going to come out this direction, split away from those ones, obviously. So I think the better idea with these would be to take it and split out to the left here and kind of follow the shoreline. Probably end up with a station somewhere in here, and then bring the tracks over and connect in over here. I don't think it would be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea, I don't think, to put a station in somewhere in here either. Where we've got an industrial station right there. So why not put in like a regular small train? I mean, it doesn't even have to be a big one. It could be a small train station too, like this one. Something like that put in over here. So and then what I'm going to do is bring this across. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's start bringing it over. If it'll let me. Love fighting freeways. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I was gonna say, I saw it turn blue. We've got a spot. We've got a spot. I'm gonna keep it raised up for a moment, just through here. But I think at this point, let's get that turned back on. Let's do a straight shot for a minute. We'll bring it down off of this overhead. And for now, I'm just going to bring it along the shore here, just slightly off. Oh, shoot. I'm like looking at it like, all right, I got to figure out how to get this to work. So we'll go like that. Like that. This is all temporary anyway. Again, like, look, it's going where roads are going to be and stuff. So obviously I'm going to be... Got audio, right on. So yeah, obviously I'm going to have to, at some point, these roads are going to raise, or this track is going to raise up, allow the roads to go under it, or even the roads themselves could raise up. One or the other. We'll do one or the other through there. Same thing here. I mean, honestly, making the road go up wouldn't be a bad idea either. Especially since this one's got monorail on it. So anyway, we'll come back to that at some point. This... That was easy. Man, that worked out so well. I thought I was going to have more trouble with that, to be honest. Like, really. Right on, right on. Okay. So then... got Shiner Station, which goes to the vacation station. Then we'll go, like I said, we'll put another station in somewhere around here. Boom, ba-doo, doo, ba-doo, ba-doo, doo. Okay, that's a freeway to my right. This here is a freeway. So I think if I was to put a station in, it should be somewhere like right here. Let's just be basic for a moment. Come on, you were right there a second ago. I think in the future this will have to be updated. This is just going to be temporary for now. Because I do want to try to get some keep access along the shoreline here if I can. Right now I'm kind of cutting it off, but I think I could be okay with that. So, for a little bit, I mean. We'll come back just a little bit, see like that. There's just not enough of a curve there that screws with anything, so I could go like that. But this side, go like that. Yeah, I see you. I see you need it. I'll give it to you eventually. And then, since it is a train station, let's go ahead and a single track train station is what I meant to say with that, but we'll make our little bypass track there. Oh, that's kind of cool. It sits down even. You gotta get the bypass track on there. That way when you have a train stop at the station, other trains can pass on by. Lewis Street? Wow, they named a street after me? Fuck yeah. Actually, what's funny is I've seen so many Lewis streets in my life. And I mean, I think it sticks to me because of it being my last name. That's why I'm always like, oh, look, Lewis Street. Oh, look, a Lewis Street. Oh, look, I've seen another Lewis Street. I've seen them so many times in my life. There was one in San Bernardino where I grew up, San Bernardino, California. There was a Lewis Street down there that I remember. Used to have a lot of gang activity on it. Okay, so we've got the water and heat taken care of. Now we need the power. I guess this will be just fine. All right, a train station to nowhere. Oh my God. A snowmobile caught on fire and it just caused destruction. Look at, they're over here still snowmobiling around. Ah, fuck the fire, let's go. The snow's still there. Not gonna let that fire bug me. Let's have fun, Ron. You know what? I bet this is where the fire actually started from. There's nobody there. They all ran away. Oh shit, we're gonna get in trouble. Got the helicopter up there trying to drop water on them. Like, get those guys on the snowmobiles. Oh shit, it's burning down the fishing bonds. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, ooh. Ooh, okay, I just had a really great idea here, too, with the monorail track. Okay, we've got that. We do need to get one more station put in over here, like I was talking about. You know, it'd be kind of... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, you know, it's going to be cool. Let's put a station in somewhere around here. Get a station in. Then what we can do is we can run a line. I don't want to do like the whole... like a whole circle of it, but... Let's see. Where is that? That one's on the inside, so let's get one here. And complete line. Okay, so let's get another one over here. So what I'm thinking is, look at, oh, it wouldn't be an entire circle. It would, oh, it kind of would be. It kind of would be. There's just this little extension here. So you got Shiner Station, comes over here to whatever that is. We'll have another station in here somewhere. Then that'll circle around back to the College Station, which then circles back to Shiner Station. You can take a whole circle all day long. Just be on trains. Whoa, I missed some conversations there. Hey, Spuds, welcome. I see problems with jamming at that little triangle there where the tracks connect to the main line. Not enough room for a train to stop without blocking the tracks. Definitely a risk for sure. Yeah, especially here. Yeah, it's definitely a more common last name than Rotini, that's for sure. Oh, man. Move that around. Okay, so let's see here. You know, I don't doubt that, because you know what? You'd have somebody coming off of the line to go this way, somebody coming in to get on it, and yeah, it's going to cause issues. So let's make this, we'll adjust that in a minute. I think what we can do is take this and we'll curve it out from the bridge here. We'll curve out a little bit and then kind of come back in, and we'll create like a little pathway through there, a little wider pathway. So for now, I want to get the other station in, and I think the best spot for it is right in here, to be honest. We got this tiny one. I was thinking the tiny one would be the better option. Just sucks that the track is up there. Maybe I don't want to put it in there then. Boom, boom, boom. Wouldn't go there. See, I want to be able to put a, oh, that'd be perfect right there. The track is like in line proper right there. Man, if it wasn't for the fact that we had the interchange right there, because I want to make sure that there is a, you know, an extra track there for trains to get around. So I think what's going to happen is it's going to end up probably here, somewhere in here. Let's go like this. Oh. Okay, you know what? Freeform it is, because that track does start to shift slightly. I want to just stay with it like that. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's get that other train station. I think here should be good. I mean, we're gonna be creating. I mean, that's what the point of this area has been, is just a slow creation of another part of our community over here. Just using certain parts of it and just slowly creating this. So I think this will be a good spot for the train station. It's a lot wider here. We're gonna be able to put a lot more in as far as business and home in this area and stuff like that. So I think this is probably gonna be the perfect spot. Let's go ahead and throw our tracks on. And the best idea for this, just so you know, look at, I'm going to go with the straight tool, because it's the straight tool, it'll curve itself. And you just got to watch that, like, see how it's coming off the train station? Just watch the line on the blue line there. And, you know, if it's like that, obviously you don't want that to be your train track. I mean, you could if you really wanted it, but if you're trying to make it more symmetrical or whatever, like, bam, right there, or even that. It's a little far, but right there. And then the same thing, it's straight line. Just let it drag it up so it connects, and figure out where it's going to look best. Bam, right there. In this street, I don't mind the train track crossing this street, because there's really not going to be anything going on up in here. I might have like 1 or 2 businesses or something in there. I don't even know yet. So power, of course, and water. Water's like right there. Like, yeah, we need water brought to our building. Oh, that'll cost you $20,000 for that little line right there. Oh, you want us to do the work? Okay, so it's $120,000 to put that little line in right there. If you run parallel along the side, you can connect further down. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's, like I said, this is going to be a good spot, because this area is going to grow. It just hasn't happened yet. Like, but it's not perfectly flat, but it's going to grow over here. So I think that this is probably going to work out best, because we're going to have, you know, we'll have like some shops and stuff around it, and then it'll turn into housing back here, which will then allow people to get on the train, go to one of a million destinations that this is going to, well, not a million, one of a few destinations this is going to have on it. So I'm trying to plan ahead as I'm putting these down at the same time, because that's been the whole idea behind making sure roads like this end up in here with the monorail, making sure roads like, where is that? Okay, over here, like this with the tram tracks and stuff like that. So everything is just, I'm trying to think ahead without thinking too hard. I don't know how to explain that, but but like I said, this whole area, I do have plans for it to grow eventually, so I'd like it to have the train station. That's what I was thinking here, because it's still close enough, but like I said, I can't build that alternate track for people to, or for the trains to go around on. I mean, I could, but it just wouldn't be, I'd have to do a lot of adjustment in here with the road and stuff like that as well. And I like the way this whole setup is. Like, I put a lot, not a lot, but I put in a decent amount of time making sure little areas like this and this one especially, like this one was all me the whole time, you know, just making sure that it looked good. Like, this wasn't a, you know, an overpass that the game gives you or anything like that. So you can see with the janky lines coming off there. But still, or this side, we got the on-ramp way down here and then the off-ramp way up there. I did have fun with these though, like building the little mountains, or the little hills in here and stuff like that, adding the rocks, trees. I love doing that type of stuff. So we'll eventually, like I said, be working on this area, making this all look good. let's add, oops, I hate to do it, but let's just add a power line in right here. We'll leave the tree alone. We'll get rid of the power line eventually when we put some buildings in over here for whatever. So it should turn out all right. Well, I hate putting power lines down just because they're so ugly. And then if you forget about them, I think I have a spot over here somewhere with power lines. Let me see. Oh, I might have cleared it out. I had a spot somewhere right in here. I forget whether it was Fairview or in like Briar or something like that. Oh yeah, right here. I started clearing out, but like, see how like the building here is a little bit smaller to this in front of the power line than the one to the right of it, because the power line's in the dang way. And then it used to actually travel, where was it? It used to travel from here through, and so there was houses missing and stuff at one point. So yeah, I hate the power lines. I really hate them. I love how City Skylines 2 did away with that by allowing power to travel, or even the mods, we can allow power to travel through the roads and stuff like that, which I would much rather have. Fire fun. I mean, all the trees are just roasted into little toothpicks out here. All right, we got water, we got power. Let's run our train line now from here. From one station in the middle of nowhere to another station in the middle of nowhere. But eventually these are going to not be the middle of nowhere, so. And the one thing I'm excited about is I just completed, boom, the circle. Well, the triangle. We'll call it the triangle. So what'd you do today? Well, I rode the triangle. I rode the triangle, went skiing for a couple hours, got back on the triangle, went and rode some snowmobiles, had a bonfire with some friends, got back on the triangle, went by my college, dropped off some paper to my teachers, and then got back on the tram and took that home. That's my expectations for how the city is being built right now. 100% honest, that's how I'm trying to build the city, is that people don't think about driving. They think about getting on the triangle, getting on the tram, getting on the, any of the public transportation buses, the subway. I think I have a subway in here. I'm pretty sure we have subway going through here. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Let's get in nice and tight. That one right there, there's a subway. That purple line. And then we've got, yeah, it's a small subway. We've got a little circular subway in here, but we can build off of that too. So, what'd you do? I rode the circle. Oh yeah, I was on the triangle. Nice, bro. High five. Oh. We've got the circle. We've got the triangle. Good to go. That's our public transportation. And then we got the finger. We'll call this the finger, the witch's finger. All right, that's awesome. Okay, so this is going to expand later on. We'll get all that stuff doing its different things. We might even add a station in here somewhere near Cedar Heights. I think this would be a good spot to add in another train station as far as that goes. But with Shiner Station there, I want to bring this track, and you can see we have this butt crack of a line going off this way. So I kind of think that would be cool to also have a train station over here as well. Like, I mean, there already a human train station, a public transportation train station over here as well. I want it to split though. Like at this point, like maybe it splits and it comes over here or something. That way the tracks aren't getting clogged up too much. Like I already foresee some problems with clogging here. We'll see what happens. Maybe if we keep if we don't do too many train lines, we might not have an issue with that. So what I think I would do would be to put a train station. Oh, you know what? Before I screw this up royally, let's go take this screw up and fix it here first. Let's hit pause while I deal with the train tracks. We don't need trains disappearing on us. Ooh, okay, I got a great idea. It just popped into my head. This should work. I wish I would have left that little triangle now. Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine. It's just, you know what? Let's do this. Oh my God, grab it. Really? You're gonna do me like that, huh? Alright, whatever. It just wants to go that way. Will you grab the correct spot? Thank you. Okay, in my brain it looked a little better than that. It definitely looked better in my brain. Hold on. Oh, you're 100% right about that, David. Oh my God. I have highly considered making videos of myself when I'm driving because I get so pissed off at people, so pissed off at other drivers. And I have a dash cam, but it's a two-way dash cam, so I could film myself at the same time. Oh, I'd ruin my reputation. And everybody, oh my God, this guy is the biggest piece of shit. The other day, I got into it with some lady. She cut me, like, she almost hit my car. Like, she cuts me off, and I had to slam on my brakes because she was going to hit my car. And she just shoves her way in front of me on the lane instead of waiting her turn. So I started yelling some very rude and obscene things at her. Yeah. No, I'm trying. I see what you mean now, Spuds. But yeah, I'm going to try to get this one fixed up a little better. But yeah, so I said some very rude, obscene things to her. She gets out of her car in the middle of the road, comes back there. Don't call me this. Don't say that to me. And I'm all, do you see I have a camera? You almost hit my car. I can call you whatever I want. She starts yelling again, gets back in her car. Well, we get further up the road, and she purposely does it again, tries to sideswipe my car again. I had to, like, swerve over into the middle, you know how there's, like, a middle lane for turning and stuff like that? I had to swerve over into that middle lane to keep her from actually hitting my car, and I didn't want her to get in front of me again, so I just basically, like, went into the middle lane, I gunned it, and just whoosh around her. But I have it all on camera if she ever wanted to say, like, I looked on Facebook to see if she's gonna be like, this guy's an asshole, because you know how Karens like to be. So I waited, looked on Facebook, never saw her, because I was gonna post the video of her almost trying to sideswipe me twice. Yeah, this is what happened. This is why I called her that. This is exactly why I called her that word. Okay, we can make this prettier. We can make this prettier. Hold on. The bridge is what's going to screw with me here. But what I think would work out better, it sucks, I'm going to have to just, this train's going to have a problem here. There we go, something a little more prettier. We just derailed the train, but it should be okay. It's going straight. The front end is on the track still, so just pull itself on there. It'll be all right. No problems there. Okay, and now... I wish there had a way of, like, just splitting it. Like, if there was some type of way of just putting a split in, automatically splitting it, that'd be perfect. Let's go with 150. Okay, it wants to be 151, but whatever, 150-ish. $69. I saw it. I was going to stop there as a joke, but all right. There we go. See, that is much, much better looking. And I see there being enough room for one train, maybe two trains to wait. And in the future, if this does become a problem, would have never guessed that, right? Not by the name of the channel or anything like that. Yes, she was very upset with the words I was calling her. Let me put it this way. It's very interesting in the dynamic of this certain word that I called her, depending on what country you live in. If you live in the UK, this is a normal word to you. You say it every day. It's like us saying fuck in the United States, or even ass, right? It's like, oh, that guy's an ass. In the UK, they say that person's a... I'm going to keep the word out of my mouth because, you know, we're in America. And you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I said, no, in the UK, they'll be, oh, that person's a cunt. And that day, I was driving down the road, and when she almost hit my car, I called her a cunt. I was like, you stupid fucking cunt. And I said it loud enough that she could hear me. And she was not happy about that. So that's what's the funny thing to me is how different that word is reacted to between the United States and the United Kingdom. Because over there, like I said, it comes out of their mouth like it's natural. And over here, if you say it, women get so fucking upset about it. Just so upset. Like, it'll ruin their whole day. And that's so funny to me, to be honest. But that's why I use the word, because she really was. Don't try to hit my car just because you want to get in front of me. I'm probably driving faster than you are anyway. All right. Boop. Let's let the... See, I told you the train would be fine. Pulled himself right back on the track. No problem. And then right here, you see, this is exactly why I like doing the train tracks where they just split apart for a minute. Because now that one's on its way to where it needs to go and its destination. And that one's... Well, I doubt it has any people getting on or off that train right there, so... Ooh, let's see what happens here. We got a train. Oh, they're slowly coming out of the track there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. All right. In Australia and New Zealand, it's like mate or pal. See, and that's funny to me that like around the world, other places, it's not as obscene as a word as it would be here in America. Like for some reason, the word cunt is just that much more devious. Like a lady would probably prefer to be called a fucking bitch than a cunt any day of the year in America. Like I swear to God, that's how it is over here. A woman would rather be called a bitch than a cunt. And over there, though, like I said, like, oh, it's. I know I'm gonna just destroy this accent, but oi, me and my cunts are over here just fucking around. You know what I mean? Like I don't. I know I'm totally off on how the language actually is. I live in America, but that's how it is when I'm watching movies or even just TV shows and stuff like that. Like I watch some TV shows from the UK and stuff, some really good ones. I can't even remember the name of them now. There's this one with this one guy where he lives with his mom and his dad's like a complete piece of shit to him. But I can't remember the name of it now. And he's always like, and I think maybe it's his stepdad even, but he's an adult and his dad's always picking on him and shit. It's a really good show. I can't remember the name of it though. The guy's been in tons of movies here in the United States also. Oh my God, we have a growing need for industrial. Look at that. Finally. So over here is filling up. Oh wow. Oh wow, look at that. That is really filling up over here. I'm glad that I did the leveling like I did too, like the different levels, because it's making the area look a lot better in my opinion. Like it just flows that way. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of that show. It's been so long since I watched it. It was such a good show. Oh, I can't even remember the dude's name. Hold on. I bet Grok could tell me. UK show about a grown man that gets picked on by his dad. Such a good show. Ooh, that might be it. Man Down with Greg Day. Let's see who. Show me a picture of Greg Davies. If it's the right guy, it's totally the show. Man Down. It's such a good show. I'm telling you, even here in the States. Now we need the passenger train station there. Oh, over here, yeah. I think that's what we'll step on, or start working on right now. Come on, how hard is it to pick? I could go to the regular Bing, and that would have been faster. Bing or Google, come on. Yes, okay, Man Down with Greg Davies. That guy is a hilarious comedian for one, and that show is absolutely great. I totally recommend if you ever get a chance to watch Man Down, watch it. You're gonna love it. All right, where would be a good spot? I think what we're gonna have to do is bring this across from the 4-lane here. I can close that out. I don't need to look at Greg Davies' face. Yeah, he's friggin' super tall. Like, actually, one of the things is I was typing his name in there on Bing. It said Greg Davies. It's all Greg Davies' height. Yeah, he's super tall. When he's in the show, he stands over the people playing his parents, like, so much. And then there was another UK show I absolutely loved. They changed the main character because the main character was a US actor, I can't think of his damn name right now. He was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he did a show in the UK, and he only did it for like a season or two, where he was married. He married. In fact, I think it was Greg Davies in that show too, playing the dad. Oh, I think it might have been. And he was the dad of the daughter that that guy married. So basically, she was from the UK. She marries a US guy that's a hippie, and the dad is like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And it was a great show too. Oh my god! Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa! There we go. Actor from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Terry Crews is one of them. No, not Terry Crews, though. Terry Crews is awesome actor. I freaking love him. Andy Samberg. So Andy Samberg did a show. Let's go. I guarantee I can find it right now if I go to his Andy Samberg movies and TV shows. I wonder if it even show it. He only did it for like a season. And it's kind of an older show too. Hold on. It would have been before Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I think that's the reason why he didn't do it anymore. It's because he was so busy with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The Lonely Island. I freaking love The Lonely Island. They're such a funny band. So I threw it on the ground. Andy Samberg. Let's go UK TV show. I think it's on Netflix. Cuckoo. BBC sitcom Cuckoo. And Greg Davies was the dad. Yep. Okay. And that's why I anything with Greg Davies. Oh yeah, he's super. Let's find out. I bet it'll tell us. Gotta ask now. We gotta find out. You're saying 6'7"? I kind of agree with you on that. I'll go with 6'6". There it is. Greg Davies' height. Ooh, we were both wrong on that. I went down. You were almost there though. I don't think it'll show up on there. 6'8". 6'8". Oh my god, that's huge. Damn. I wish I knew how tall my nephew was. My nephew's pretty damn tall, but he ain't 6'8". Holy crap. I can only imagine being like Andy Samberg, who's normal height for an American citizen. He's got to stand next to Greg Davies. Well, alright, yeah. Hold on. I want it to stop on that line, not the guideline. Because if you look, the guideline was just slightly off from that. Outnumber. Do. It's all Fox News. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. There, I think that one's probably it. British TV series. I'll have to check that out. It's all outnumbered. Fox TV. Nope, nope, not watching Fox News. Not that I'm against watching the news, but I've taken a break from either side of the news aisle for a while now, and I'm loving life because of it. I don't want to hear either side. Fuck the news at all eyes. The news says we were going to hit the Epstein list, and they lied. Oh. We're going to need a raise station here. I think it'll be best to have a raised, like elevated, like this one, with a small elevated station. The reason I'm thinking it is because I want to be able to just bring the road right over there, or bring this track over the road right there. There's that little one, and then there's... Oh, and then I had another idea before we get out of here for the day, too. One more idea I wanted to do. Oh, you're thinking 6'8". Yeah, that's crazy that he's that tall. That's a massive height. And to me, I'm like 5'7" or 5'8" myself, so he's a whole foot taller than me. I'd be like, hi. Yeah, we'll just go for the basic one down here. If we want to adjust and, you know, create a better station later on in the future, we'll do that. But I think for now, I wonder if that'll even let me get across the road right there like that. Yep. Why am I having water problems? Hold on. What's going on there? Oh, Yep, water availability is super low. Haven't been paying attention to that. That's my fault. Okay. Boom. Let's go ahead and shove a large water tower over here. This is farmland, so we don't have to be too worried about it. Shouldn't pollute anything, really. Bum, 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 bum. Get a couple more on this side. All right. I mean, we can definitely stand to have a lot more water available. Let's go ahead and hit play, see where the water availability goes. Sewage treatment's going down too, so I need to deal with that. That's in the yellow zone, so that's going to be a problem. It's going to take a minute for the... There we go, water availability is great. That should fix that one. Now, sewage treatment, let's deal with this. Since we already have one facility on that side of the road, we'll just connect that one in. And one more. What do you mean space already occupied? I don't see... Oh, there's that building right there. It's like a parking lot or something. Okay. And I think I should at least... I want to be careful... Again, I'm trying to keep away from the farmland with anything that's going to pollute. Let's take a look. Eventually, I'll kind of rework this area, but for now, I just want to make sure I get a solution for water treatment and everything down here. Got to be careful. Like if you're coming off of, so I use, since it's a winter city, I'm using the heated lines for all my major everything, laying down for everything basically. But when it like this, when it comes to hooking up the water towers, hooking up the sewage plant, all I'm worried about is putting the water lines in on that. They don't need a heat line to go to it, so. You know, I'm just going to do that. Leave it alone for now. It's got a connection. Oh, power. Beautiful. Fit right in there. Gosh darn it. We got another fire again. This time at frickin' the Psychedelics Industries. There's all people just driving through. Oh, it's all right. I'm just gonna park here, go on the pick up some freaking customers, some passengers. We're good. It's all fine. Nothing to see here. Oh my God. Why are there so many fires over here? This place is still healing. This one caught on fire, is now burning down. It's all spreading over here. Grass fires. The grass is the worst. Grass just spreads it. Oh, all I can do is laugh, you know? All I can do is laugh. Let it burn down. It'll be fine. It'll come back. All right, let's finish getting this station in. Dropped another tube. Not be able to just bite off, yeah. You're 6'5"? Alright, so what's your... I have to ask, what's your foot size, Spuds? Because at that, like... once you start getting up into those those 6-foot ranges, that's when the foot size starts being impressive. Let me say. Now the issue here is getting this track to there. Do I bring it over and just connect it like I did the other one with the weird ugly butt crack there? The thong, the thong split, or another option is to do this. Damn. That is impressive. That is impressive. I only wear a 9.5. Like I said, I'm only 5'7", so. Like this, and then we can split it. And there is no need, actually, now that I think about it, there is no need to split it back this way for any reason, so it only needs to just connect in. That's not a bad connection right there. In fact, we could take it... Now that I realize I don't have to split my connection there, I can take it like this. Get it just a slight bit closer to the facility there. I was kind of wondering. Ooh, I can't. All right, hold on. I'm changing that. There we go. Now it's the cursive K. Oh, it's not a thong, it's a K. It's a pain. Most girl shoe sizes only go to... Oh, that sucks. So that's what you're talking about, having to get, like, custom stuff. I see. I mean, yeah, if it only goes to, like, that size, I totally get it. Oh, man. All right. I don't like the K that much. I kind of like the way it was before. It just, there's too much of this, like, I don't know, there's something about that I don't like. It bugs me. You know, let's go with the straight line. I imagine that's got to be a pain in the ass sometimes when you're just trying to go do a quick, just some quick shopping for some clothes. I mean, thank God there's the internet, but if you're like, oh, I just want this top really quick. It's probably a pain in the ass to go out there and find something like that. Yeah, it's a little better. It's not quite as weird as that K it was before. I like that a little bit better. So we'll go with that. And then eventually, again, all this is just kind of stopped because we can take this train line and make it move on this way eventually to whatever district we get over here. Like, this is probably going to be logging over here. So once we have the logging going on, we'll move like some train lines over there and stuff. And I think I have logging. I don't have any logging going on yet now that I think about it. So yeah, eventually we got a logging industry going on over here, and that's what that train will go on to. They'll be connected into that stuff, this freeway. So we're just going to leave it the way it is for now. Let's go ahead and add in a line. I could add it to the top station, but they have to go through the triangle to get back. All right, we don't want to go to the triangle. There we go. Add stop. Complete line. There we go. So right now we've got 2 fingers. Alrighty. Let's go check this out. We did a lot today, a little more than I was expecting. We got this train station in over here. This actually looks pretty good now that I've like put in the trees and stuff. I think we might play around with this side and expand the road, or not the road, but the dirt out, and add some more trees and stuff to this side in the future. But for now, we're going to leave it alone. Adding in this train station and a little shopping area actually turned out pretty good. I like the way it looks right here, because then also being able to add in this double track thing has now led to growing it this direction. Although this train station's useless and this train station's half useless at the time, they are still going to be useful in the future, especially building off the triangle there. We'll get another station in over here in the future and stuff like that too. But for now, I got to get out of here. I'm going to eat some lunch, go use the bathroom, and do some stuff with my family. So check back later. I'm not sure what time this afternoon will be on, but I will be on at some point to definitely be playing some Baldur's Gate 3 and getting a little bit further in that. So that'll be sometime after dinner. So I'm thinking around tonight, maybe I'll be starting a little earlier, around 6:30. So until then, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you next time.